Staying 2 weeks with lions turns your world upside down. It's not just about watching wildlife. It's about surrendering your own rhythms and expectations to theirs, letting go of what you think you know about these iconic animals. These legendary predators rest up to 20 hours a day. My first morning, I expected drama, action, and the raw power of the hunt, but instead I found only a pile of sleeping cats, sprawled in the shade, completely at ease. Their stillness was a lesson in energy conservation, shattering my king of the beasts expectations. I realized that survival here is about patience, not constant action. The lions taught me that true strength often lies in restraint. The first rule: your schedule is theirs. Out here, time bends around the pride's needs, not yours. You learn to wait, to watch, to let go of your own agenda. My days began at dusk, when the pride finally stirred and the real action started. The savannah transformed as the sun dipped low and the lions came alive, stretching, yawning, and preparing for the night ahead. I slept through the heat, coming alive as they did, learning to see with my ears as much as my eyes. The darkness sharpened my senses, and I became attuned to every subtle movement and sound. Every sound in the night became a clue to the unfolding drama. The distant roar, the rustle in the grass, the soft huff of a lion breathing nearby, each one told a story. My headlamp's red light let me watch without disturbing their world. It was a small concession, a way to be present without intruding, to witness their lives while remaining invisible. The presence of 20 lions is overwhelming, a mix of power, scent, and the hum of their breathing. The air vibrates with their energy, and you feel both incredibly small and deeply privileged to be so close. You're a guest in their kingdom, welcome only as long as you respect their rules. Any arrogance or carelessness could break the fragile trust that allows you to stay. Fear wasn't the feeling, respect was. Awe, humility, and a sense of wonder filled every moment I spent in their presence. I was there to observe, to learn, and to be invisible. My goal was to blend into the background, to become just another part of the landscape. The lions, in their indifference, taught me my place. Their world continued, whether I was there or not, and that was the greatest lesson of all. For 2 weeks I orbited their universe, a silent witness to their world, forever changed by the experience, and grateful for the privilege of being allowed in, even for a moment. Adapting to the lion's schedule meant embracing patience and stillness. Every day I had to let go of my own sense of time and surrender to the slow, deliberate pace of the pride. There was no rushing the process, only waiting, watching, and learning to be present in the moment. The long, hot days were a forced meditation, filled with subtle details, a flicking ear, a shifting body, the gentle sigh of a lion settling deeper into the grass. The heat shimmered on the horizon, and the air was thick with anticipation, even when nothing seemed to be happening. I found myself attuned to the slow rhythm of lion life, where every breath and movement carried meaning. As evening approached, the first signs of change came from the cubs. They would stir, stretch, and begin to play, signaling the end of the siesta. Their energy was contagious, and it was my cue to prepare for what was to come. I'd prep my gear and position my vehicle, making sure I was ready for the night's action. Every evening felt like the start of a new adventure, full of unknown possibilities. The transition from rest to activity was gradual, full of grooming and bonding. The pride would reaffirm their connections, nuzzling and licking each other, strengthening the social bonds that held them together. The hunt was a slow, strategic effort, nothing like TV chases. It was a game of patience, silence, and teamwork, where every step was calculated. Lionesses spread out, using darkness and terrain to their advantage, melting into the tall grass as shadows lengthened. I watched from a respectful distance, careful not to disturb the delicate balance of the hunt, my senses heightened by the tension in the air. I learned to read their body language, a crouch, a stare, the way their muscles tensed in anticipation of the chase. Even a flick of the tail could signal a shift in strategy or a moment of decision. Nights were long, often ending without a kill, a reminder of the savannah's harshness and the uncertainty that defines life here. The lion's resilience in the face of failure was humbling. My world shrank to the circle of my red spotlight, immersed in the ancient drama of predator and prey. In those hours, I felt both isolated and deeply connected to the wild. By dawn, I was exhausted, my body aching from hours of stillness and anticipation. But I was exhilarated, grateful for another night spent with the pride. and ready to start the cycle all over again, eager for what the new day might bring. Watching a pride of 20 lions is like observing a complex family. The core is a sisterhood of lionesses, raising cubs, hunting, and defending territory together. Their cooperation is the pride's backbone, a display of female solidarity. The males, two black-maned brothers, are guardians, patrolling and roaring to warn rivals. Their presence is a constant anchor, allowing the pride to rest in peace. Cubs are the heart of the pride, their play a preview of future strength. Adult lionesses are patient teachers, letting cubs practice hunting skills on them. Social hierarchy is subtle but clear, especially at mealtimes. Despite structure, there's a strong sense of community, affectionate greetings, shared care for cubs. Every interaction reinforces the pride's intricate social web. It's a sophisticated system perfected over millennia. I was just a temporary witness to its beautiful complexity. The hunt is a culmination of patience and strategy, a delicate dance between predator and prey that unfolds over hours, sometimes even days. Every movement is calculated, every pause deliberate, as the lions blend seamlessly into the golden grass. Lionesses use stealth and teamwork, communicating with subtle signals, an ear flick, a twitch of the tail, a silent glance. Each member knows her role, and together they become a single, fluid force. I watched as they orchestrated a silent, coordinated hunt, ending in a sudden explosive charge. The tension in the air is palpable, and in a heartbeat the chase erupts, dust swirling as power and speed collide. After a kill, the mood shifts dramatically. The feast is tense and competitive as hunger and hierarchy come to the forefront. Every lion is eager, but not all can eat at once. Dominant males eat first, their presence unquestioned, followed by the lionesses who made the hunt possible. Only when the adults have had their fill do the cubs dart in for scraps, learning the rules of survival with every meal. Growls and snarls fill the air, but serious fights are rare. Hierarchy is enforced with a look or a swat. The social order is clear, and even the youngest learn to respect it. The system may seem unfair, but it works. Males defend the pride from threats, lionesses hunt with precision, and cubs watch, absorbing lessons for the future. The feast is a sensory overload: smell, sound, and the raw reality of survival. Blood stains fur, bones crack, and the air vibrates with the energy of life and death. Yet it's also a moment of communion. The pride shares the bounty they earned together, reinforcing bonds that are vital for their survival in the wild. Once full, calm returns. The lions rest side by side, bellies round, their trust in each other renewed. For now, survival is assured for another day. Witnessing this cycle up close is humbling. It's a reminder of nature's balance and our place as observers in this ancient drama. It's a raw, honest look at life on the savannah, where every day is a test of strength, unity, and instinct. Every meal is hard-won, every day a victory, and every moment a testament to the enduring spirit of the pride. My 14 days became a cycle of learning and revelation. I learned the pride's boundaries and personalities, the matriarch, the bold young male, the nervous mother. The savannah's landmarks became familiar as I followed their nightly wanderings. By week's end, I was fully integrated, my sleep patterns reversed, my awe deepened. I witnessed hunts, playful cubs, and the daily dramas of pride life. The lions grew used to me, sometimes resting in my vehicle's shade, a gesture of acceptance. Quiet moments, listening to their purrs, brought the deepest connection. As my time ended, I tried to absorb every detail: golden dawns, echoing calls, the pride moving as one. My last night, I watched them rest after a hunt, peace settling over the group. As the sun rose, I knew a part of me would always remain with them under the acacia's shade. The experience left me changed, forever tied to their world. The lion's roar is iconic, but their language is far richer. Living with the pride, I discovered over 20 distinct sounds: roars, growls, puffs, and moans. Roars announce territory and call the pride, but softer sounds convey affection, warnings, and reassurance. I learned to distinguish playful yelps from cries of distress, and to read their body language: tail flicks, flattened ears, slow blinks. Head rubs with scent glands reinforce pride identity, a silent, "you belong." Communication maintains social harmony and coordinates hunts. During hunts, subtle sounds and gestures keep the group connected without alerting prey. This silent language is key to their success and unity. My time with the Pride was a masterclass in nonverbal communication. The most important things are often said without a sound. The lion's language is as complex as their society. In a lion pride, play and predation are closely linked, especially for cubs. Every game is a lesson in survival. Stalking, pouncing, and biting are practiced on siblings and patient adults. Play builds strength, coordination, and social skills, teaching cubs to gauge their power and read cues. Adults are patient, gently correcting rough play, shaping future hunters. Even adults play, relieving tension and reaffirming bonds. Playful wrestling between males maintains their connection and displays strength. Sometimes play shifts instantly to predatory focus, a reminder of their wild nature. The instinct to hunt is always present, woven into every interaction. Observing this thin line between joy and survival was a profound lesson. Play is preparation for the serious business of life and death. Living near 20 lions demands respect and constant vigilance. My safety relied on making my vehicle a neutral, predictable presence. Never a threat, never prey. I learned to read agitation, a twitching tail, a low growl, and always gave them space. The lions accepted my vehicle, often passing by without a glance. But the boundary was clear. I never left the vehicle near them. To step out would change everything, making me prey in an instant. My world was confined to my Land Rover, a mobile hide that kept me close yet separate. Night brought new challenges. The darkness belonged to the lions. I used a red spotlight, staying alert to their movements, never interfering. Sometimes the pride vanished into the night, leaving me waiting, vulnerable and alone. In those moments I felt the true power of these nocturnal rulers. My 2 weeks with lions were a profound education in nature's rhythms. I arrived with cliches, left with respect for their quiet, complex reality. The pride's strength is in cooperation, a sisterhood of hunters, a community of caregivers. Their lives are cycles of intense action and deep rest, teaching me patience and presence. I learned the value of stillness, the wisdom of waiting, and the importance of being present. The lion's existence is precarious, threatened by rivals, hunger, and humans. Witnessing their struggle gave me a visceral sense of what's at stake. To be tolerated by these creatures is a privilege, a lesson in humility. I went to observe lions, but they taught me more than I could imagine. Their roars echo in me still, a reminder of the beauty and fragility of their world.